Stop doing these stretches, bending the head to the side, bending the head forward towards the armpit, and start doing these two instead. These exercises are going to be more specific and they're going to translate over quite nicely to your weightlifting routine that you're doing every day in the gym. Does your physical therapy routine just feel way too basic? That's a sign it just might not be right for you as a weightlifter. And if you're stuck in that current situation, you should let your PT know immediately because what they need to give you needs to be related to your goals and needs to be specific. When you're used to pushing limits in the gym, maybe you're a powerlifter, you do CrossFit, right? Maybe you're doing things like MMA. Standard PT exercises can just feel too easy. And on top of that, they can feel like you're doing nothing. But there's a reason for this gap. And let me break down why you're not seeing progress. Mistake number one is generic exercises just aren't designed for lifters. Most PT routines given to you by the therapist, especially with in-person and insurance, are just for the average everyday Joe, not truly for athletes. And weightlifters are going to need a more advanced approach focused on stabilizing high loaded movements. And mistake number two here is stopping before you're fully recovered. Lifters often stop too early when they feel like they're back to, hey, I'm good enough. But they don't have enough stability to keep them from re-injuring. And a tailored PT program can bring you back to your peak levels. And mistake number three, our last one here, is there's no clear plan for returning to weights. PT generically just often skips a plan for getting back to weights and getting back to lifting, doing things like bench press, incline press, etc., which often leaves you guessing and increasing your risk of re-injury. Now, the important thing to know here is don't worry, you're not alone here. When you follow a program designed for lifters, you can recover faster and lift without fearing re-injury. Now, enough talk. Let's get into the two exercises that we're going to show you that is the number one warm-up routine for shoulder and bench press. The first exercise, as you can see here in the video, is the suspender pec stretch. All you're going to do is you can grab a thick rogue band, should be moderate resistance, not super thick, put it around the actual front of the shoulders, almost like you would wear suspenders where they would sit kind of indirectly more medial to the actual armpits, meaning more inwards. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna take your hands, place them behind your back, squeezing the shoulder blades back together towards the spine, if you can tolerate it. Okay, if you can't, then you can just leave your arms by your sides. We don't want to force your arms to go into a position that's going to hurt your shoulders. This is only for the people who aren't in severe pain. And now as you're in this position, you're going to squeeze those shoulders back, engage your abdominals so you avoid overarching your lower back and extending. You're just going to lean your body forward into the stretch while your head stays up, eyes look straight ahead. And you're simply going to feel a pull in two different muscle groups. One is the anterior deltoids in the front of the shoulders, and two is going to be the pectoralis major muscle on both sides. And if you're wondering how many reps, how many sets do I do, just try one set of 5 reps of 5 to 10 second holds. That's all you truly need to do on this one to get good benefits. And you want to do it before your actual weightlifting. Now let's get into the second exercise, the banded overhead lat stretch. This is one of my favorites because it also creates some type of traction, giving your shoulder a little more room to breathe and actually function. Now, you got to be careful getting into this position for the stretch. You should grab a bench, put it under the barbell rack that you're using, and then stand on the bench or a chair or have someone taller in the gym, put the band around something and loop it, and then you can hold on to it, wrap it around your hand, sit down with the band in the hand, and as your hand is supinated, meaning the thumb's turned out, you're in a fully externally rotated position, meaning your pinky's in, thumb is out. You're going to want to straighten the arm as much as you can, keeping your abdominals engaged and almost shoving your chest down with your shoulders down to the ground, letting the arm be pulled up in the opposite direction. And same thing as the previous stretch, just try one set of 5 reps of 5 to 10 second holds. You're going to feel a nice pull in the armpit area on the arm that's stretching and over your head, and you're going to feel it anywhere from the kind of side of the armpit down towards the kind of bottom of the pelvis where the lat attaches to. Now, if you have any questions, you can put them down below in the comments, but these two exercises are a lot more specific to weightlifters who want to get back to overhead shoulder press, want to get back to bench press, right? It's so much better than sitting there and cranking on your head in different positions and not really feeling good benefit or relief. This is going to translate over nicely because it is more specific and you're going to just get more out of it because you're stretching the muscles that you're actually going to be using when you go into these actual exercises during your weightlift. Now, if you're still watching, and I hope you are, I want to reward you. I've created a resource specifically for weightlifters like you who are dealing with shoulder pain and trying to recover. Comment the word shoulder down below and I'll be sure to send it right over immediately. And as always, if you have any questions, list them down below in the comments. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button before you leave, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.